So we made it in just about at sunset last night, and we were tired. I was surprised at how tired we were just from, sailing, 8 hours? It wasn't too bad because our buddy came out and he kind of tendered us in, showed us the way, which is good because some of the buoys weren't marked. Yeah, got some food, and we crashed. The one thing about this anchorage, though, that we don't like is the wake. People come flying through here with their sports fishers, and it just destroys us every time they come through. And on that note, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Here's Peanut Party Central Island that we didn't actually explore, but maybe later. Looks pretty cool. We made it!
Yes!
Safely, and all on motor. Actually, our GPS is a little weird because it was saying we would get here a lot later.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe it needs to be calibrated, I don't know. But, easy peasy. I think we motored on.
So much calmer here. So much calmer.
Yes. And we got the city, like, what's this, West Palm? West Palm's
Beach.
City,
Yeah.
beach area, whatever.
And we're gonna have to thank somebody for telling us about this anchorage.
Yes. These guys, you may recognize them. They do their own little sailing channel. Dan and Kika.
You just zoomed in on yourself.
Zoom in. Woo! Dan and Kika from Sailing Numa. Check them out. But yeah, we're happy to be here.
Beau's on a rescue mission. Our friend Jim joining us in this lovely, quiet anchorage. But he has no engine, with the exception of his outboard, and it died on him just as he got past the bridge.
So our buddy Jim decided to switch anchorages. He doesn't have a motor, so and there's headwinds getting here from the old anchorage, so he side tied with his dinghy and his little motor. But unfortunately, once he got past the bridge, somehow he got some water in his engine, so it stopped firing on him. So I came to the rescue, I guess you could say, and it was a pretty good experience. I got to see how our little dinghy gets side tied and how well it does. It did pretty good. And now I'm gonna bring him some alcohol so he can fix his motor problem. Since we've been sitting at anchor here down in West Palm, we've been using quite a bit of power, a little more than we probably should be. We haven't been conservative at all, so we've been draining our batteries quite a bit. We're down in much lower than I'd like to be, but also being more towards the end of the year, like wintertime, the sun isn't directly overhead, and it's setting a lot earlier. We're not getting in as much power. I'm actually going to change the solar panels to be more directed at the sun right now and see how much more we can get. Currently we're getting anywhere from 3.5 to 5.5 amps. We're getting a little bit of shade right now from the boom and the spreaders, but we'll see how much more we can get. Now the panels are really sucking in some juice. We're averaging about 13 amps. Solar farm, solar farm.
Good morning from the Saoirse grocery store. So here is our provisioning that we're doing for the Bahamas. And we wanted to share it with you guys because we're doing it a little bit more differently than some have done it. So we actually follow a ketogenic diet. So we're keto. What you're not going to see here is a lot of grains or wheat or something like that, because I am a lot bit gluten intolerant, grain intolerant. So we try not to have that stuff. Now, if you catch me eating it, don't call me out, because every now and then I do like to enjoy it. I'm also lactose intolerant, so ice cream is still in there, guys. It's okay. We follow it moderately. We're not strict. What did we provision? We know that the Bahamas has a very limited, not limited, but very expensive selection of vegetables. Now, of course, we would rather be eating vegetables fresh instead of a can, but we did stock up on a lot of canned vegetables. So we got a lot of spinach and some peas. Beau loves peas. I'm not a big fan. We've got some collard greens. What else do we got? We've got asparagus. We've got some roasted peppers and red peppers here underneath. So we got a lot in, let's see what else. We got a lot of vegetables that we could find that weren't corn or carrots, which is not within what we like. So right now we also did try to stock up as much fresh vegetables that we can have over the next couple of weeks. We're gonna actually cook this down and put it in the freezer. And what else we got here? We got some pesto. We do, with the keto diet, there's a lot of fats involved, so pesto, peanut butter. Probably need to get more peanut butter. I heard it was expensive there. We've got some tuna, but hopefully we won't have to worry about eating that because Beau's gonna catch a lot of it. We do have some canned chicken. Now, I can tell you right now, we've actually never eaten canned chicken or we actually have a canned ham too. But we figured, why not have it just in case, and if it ends up, if we have to give it away, we give it away.
We bought a lot of nuts and seeds and stuff because we hear they're pretty expensive over in the Bahamas, and we do enjoy those things as snacks. Also, we got some almond flour, coconut flour. We do a little bit of baking on our little easy bake oven that we have. I enjoy sprouting mung beans, so we actually got some sprouted right now. And then we have our treat section, or cheat section. We still enjoy our sweets and some chips, but we do keto, but we're not strict keto. So with that, we still eat some of this stuff on like movie nights, or just to have a little treat. And since we drink ketones as well as eat more of a keto diet, we don't have to worry about kicking ourselves out of ketosis. We can get right back into it. And if you're keto, let us know. We made sure to stock up on coconut oil and just regular olive oil. And we do eat a lot of pink Himalayan salt as well. Great seasoning. And we heard paper products are really hard to come by. So we got enough toilet paper, I think, to last us a year. And we also got some paper towels to last us a little bit, but I think we'll mostly be using cloths.
We went to the farmer's market and got some cabbages and some avocados and onions and garlic, things that will last longer. And Beau also really likes to make sauerkraut. We also have this cooler underneath the table that we are putting a lot of vegetables in now, and we're using it as a cooler without power. So we're freezing a ice pack inside of our Dometic, and then we're putting it in here. So we have two that we're kind of just counterbalancing. It is electric, so we can plug it in if we want. It's just a little bit of a power hog. So we figured as much as possible, we'll try to keep doing it that way. Now, we also have been on the boat for about 2.5 years, so we do have things that you're not seeing. We've got a lot of seasoning and spices, and we did pick up extra like mustard and black pepper, corns, and things like that. But outside of that, we do have all of this stuff over here too. Extra storage. Now, I know you might say something about the glass, but we haven't had any issues yet, and they're pretty tight and packed. So, wait. Don't move. This is supposed to be a no-wake zone, so... Okay. So we tried to do this when there was not a lot of traffic and slack tide, but... Help! Oh god, okay. Ooh.
Another thing that we stocked up on were meats. We have a nice Dometic cooler chest that actually will freeze food, opposed to our little crappy one. Something we don't typically eat, but we saw them, Cornish hens. We got a lot of bacon. We're not sure if they actually have bacon over there or how expensive it is, so we just got a few packs. And then we bought some chuck steaks, cut those up, put them in freezer bags. And we got enough beef, probably to at least have some hamburgers, at least maybe once a week or something.
So are you going to be catching fish?
And hopefully we'll be catching a lot of fish and lobster and whatever else we can scrounge up.
Alright, what's left is to label these guys, tear off the labels so we don't get little buggies behind them, find a place for them, and also make kind of a schedule, a layout of where everything's at so we know where everything is. We're going to put varieties in different places. And we gotta get them put away before more falls on the floor. Make sure it's spelled the right way. This is gonna take all day. Alright, so Beau left me. He's going to clean the bottom of the hull so we can have a nice fresh bottom before we cross over. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting this stuff away. I've actually organized it. That's the meat up there. Here's some of the veggies and some of the coffee and things down there. We've got a couple places to put them just here under the settee. We've got a couple places inside of the galley area, little holes to shove them into. And then I'm just gonna find places just to tuck things away as best as possible.
Thanks for watching, guys.
So we're curious, what would have been the one thing that you would have stocked up on if you were going to the Bahamas? Pretty sure mine was peanut butter or maybe chocolate.
Mine was definitely bacon.
If you guys like that episode, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Also hit that bell button so you know when our next episode's coming out. We are going to be doing a lot of behind the scenes on our trip here in Bahamas and beyond. So if you guys want to see the up-to-date behind the scenes, all the good stuff and what's going on right now, be sure to join our Patreon family. The link is below. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.